SIMAGIC sent me this bundle to keep. It's my first ever hardware collaboration, and everything you're about to hear is my honest opinion, based on my own experience with it. And I'm not easing it gently, because tomorrow I'm racing in the iRacing 24 hours spot on it. So over the next few minutes, you're gonna see the unboxing, the install, the software, and what I make of it all. Because before that race, this bundle has to earn its place. And the first surprise came before it was even out of the box. Let's start with the assumption. When you hear entry-level bundle, it's easy to think you're settled, that the real experience starts a tier or two up, and anything at this price is a stopgap until you can spare proper money. That's the belief I want to test in this video, because I want to show you there are entry-level options out there that give a lot of good performance for the money paid. This is the green flag bundle. Inside the box, the Alpha Evo Sport wheelbase, which is a 9Nm direct drive, the GT Neo steering wheel, and the P700 pedals with a load cell brake. 2 pedals, throttle and brake, and the clutch is a separate purchase if you ever need it. And on the software side, everything runs to one place, which is SimPro Manager. The price is where it gets interesting. In the US, this is $599, and that's the permanent price, not a launch offer. Here in the UK, the same configuration comes in from around £629. The gap is VAT and import, but nothing more sinister than that. So the question this whole video hangs on is a simple one. Is a 9Nm bundle actually enough for someone getting into PC sim racing, and for someone like me about to trust it with a 24-hour race? If you're watching this wondering whether you have to spend big to get something genuinely good, this video is actually for you. And if an upgrade isn't on the cards for you right now, that's fine too. Nothing here is going to tell you your current setup isn't enough. That's part of the answer we're building towards. Now, before we go further, I owe you some honesty, because a lot of you are here to race GT7 on a PlayStation. This bundle will not do that. The Evo Sport base is PC only. There's no PlayStation or Xbox license on it, and as things stand today, no adapter credibly bridges the Evo series either. So treat it as a PC purchase. For me, that's the honest case against it. You're committing to one ecosystem. If you want PC and console for a single setup, this closes the console door for now. And it's why my own Thrustmaster T598 still lives on the rig for GT7. If keeping that console door open is the thing you can't give up, that's where I'd point you instead. The likes of Thrustmaster or Fanatec or even Logitech still do console native gear. I'm not lining those up against the SIMAGIC on feel here, only showing you where the PlayStation route still is. So if you're on console and staying there, take this next part as information rather than shopping list. From here, it's all about the PC side, and that's who the rest of this is for. Let's build it. And that surprise I promised you at the top is this base right here. Compared to every base I've run before this, it's just simply heavier, properly heavier. Lifting it out of the box was the first thing that made me stop, and lifting it onto the rig is where you really feel it. This is the Alpha Evo Sport, 9Nm, direct drive with an ultra-low inertia motor underneath. It weighs 6¼ kilos, die-cast aluminum chassis, and it's built with active cooling, so it'll hold its consistency even on long stints. That weight isn't accidental. A heavier base tends to stay put rather than shift around during hard braking and turning, which is a promising start. But heft is in feel, and feel is the thing I can't judge by lifting. But onto the rig it goes. And I won't make you sit through every bolt, don't worry about that. Then, the wheel. This is the GT Neo, and it's the part I kept picking up and putting back down. It feels heavier and more heavy-duty than I'm used to. The finish on the carcass is really pleasant, the buttons feel good quality, the encoders respond well, and the paddles are responsive and firm, but quiet rather than clicky, which I actually prefer. The grip is ergonomic and sturdy. It's a nice thing to hold. At 300mm diameter and just over a kilo, it's got 10 customizable buttons, 4 rotary encoders, 2 thumb dials, and 2 7-way rotary switches. Plenty of granular control without sensory overload. The quick release hub here is the QR50, and SIMAGIC has refreshed the grip design with a 51% larger contact area than the previous version. So it's not going anywhere when you're throwing around a spa. Rim onto the base next, quick release hub, clicks straight on. And the pedals, this is the P700 set. And the brake is what caught my eye. A dual sensor system, a 150 kilogram load cell paired with a high accuracy Hall effect angle sensor. The load cell reads how hard you press, which is how a real car's brake works. The Hall sensor reads travel distance, which is how a traditional pedal works. You can switch between them depending on your rig and your preference. I'll show you exactly what that means when we set it up. For now, what matters is that the box gives you a set of elastomers, 55 and 75 degrees in various combinations, and coil springs you can swap out to change how much force the brake needs, from firmer racing feel to softer casual feel. So you can shape the brake around your own foot and your driving style before you've even turned a wheel. There is one thing on the pedals I'm on the fence about though, and I said I'd be straight with you. The plate you rest your feet on comes with a rubber mat, and it's got a little circular inserts that fill the bolt holes, so you get one flush, even surface on the foot. It's a neat idea, and it does the job, but the mat itself felt a little bit flimsy. Just a small thing, worth saying it anyway. Bolted onto the pedal deck, and that's the hardware on the rig. So, it's mounted, wired in, and it looks the part, but a rig that looks right and a rig that feels right are two very different things, and everything from here is about closing that gap, which means the software. So, the rig's built, now it has to be told what it is. The base, the wheel, the pedals, all of it runs through one piece of software, SimPro Manager. And this is the part people find fiddlier than the build. So let me make it simple. First job, before anything else, firmware. You plug in, SimPro checks each device, and if there's an update, it walks you through it. A few clicks and a short wait, but it's a difference between the gear behaving and the gear guessing, so do that first. One honest aside here, because I want you to go in with your eyes open. After updating to the newest SimPro release, I started seeing the rim LEDs behave oddly on my own unit. Nothing that stops you racing, but noticeable. I flagged it directly with SIMAGIC, and I'm waiting to hear back on what's actually causing it. So if you update and see the same thing, know it's a real known teething issue on the new release, not something wrong with your setup. I'll update you if I get anything worth passing on. Then the force feedback, which is the heart of the whole thing. Quick explainer, because most reviews make a meal about this. A direct drive base means the motor connects straight to the wheel. No belts, no gears in between, so when the front tires load up or let go or bite again, you feel it in your hands almost the instant it happens. That directness is the entire point. It's detail you can drive by, not just a rumble. SimPro is where you shape that force to your taste. There's a lot of this in the screen, and the tooltips explain each slider as you hover over it. Rather than read you a spreadsheet, I'll just put the settings I landed up on the screen. You don't have to build it from scratch either. SimPro comes with presets. I loaded the iracing default to start from a known good baseline, then adjust it from there. If you're new to this, that's the honest shortcut. Start on a preset, change one thing at a time, and feel what each change does. Last, the pedals get calibrated, and this is where the load cell brake earns its keep. Now, a second quick explainer. An ordinary pedal measures how far it moves. A load cell brake measures how hard you press. That's the whole difference, and it matters because in a real car, you brake by pressure, not by distance. Calibrate it to your leg once, and you can hit the same braking force lap after lap on feel alone, which is exactly what you want when a race runs long. The wizard sets maximum press, and that's it, you're calibrated. So that's the setup, firmware done, force feedback shaped, brake calibrated to my foot. On paper, it's ready, but paper doesn't win races, and the only test that counts is putting it under real pressure. And that's Spa. So, what am I actually going to be looking at for Spa? Not a number on a spec sheet. I want to feel consistency and detail from this base for most of the race, if not all of it. The responsiveness of my inputs, the surface under the car, understeer and oversteer arriving in time, confident turbo braking, and just a natural connection with the gear. Give me that over 24 hours, and it's passed. If it doesn't, I'll tell you exactly where it fell short. My reference point for that is the T818 I ran in the iRacing N24 earlier this year. I'm not putting the two head to head. It's different gear, different price. But as an experience, the bar was this. I never felt a moment where the car didn't really do what I wanted it to. I knew when I could push and when I needed to hold back because I could feel the detail through the wheelbase. That's the standard I'm hoping this matches or even beats. And to keep myself honest, I'm not just going to drive around and tell you it feels nice. I've built a set of tests, each one asking a specific question the race can actually answer. And I'll only claim what each one genuinely backs up. And I'm not gonna make you wait weeks for a polished verdict either. I'm racing it live, so the honest read I can give you today is on the build and the setup, and then the feel gets tested in front of you in real time. So here's that first read. Right then, is a 9 Nm bundle actually enough? I can't give you the full answer yet. The test is still to come and I won't pretend to a verdict I haven't earned, but you've seen the build and the setup and I've already formed a clear first impression. So here's my honest read so far, and I'll give it to you by who you are because it isn't the same answer for everyone. If you're here as a GT7 player on PlayStation, I'll be straight with you. This one isn't your buy right now. It's PC only and no amount of good feel changes that. Keep it on your radar if you ever move to PC, but today your money stays where it is and there's no shame in that. If you're PC curious and this would be your first direct drive, on first impressions alone, this is a lot of hardware for the money. The base is reassuringly heavy, which usually means it stays planted. The GT Neo feels a genuine step up in the quality at hand, and the low slope brake comes with elastomers you can swap to change how it feels, so there's room to grow into it. But I'll be honest about the limit of what I can tell you today. I haven't put it under real pressure yet, so I can't tell you how it feels when it matters. That's the whole point of the test. What I can say though is that nothing about the build or the setup has given me a reason to worry going in. And if you're already on a direct drive and waiting to change, hold your money until the test. Switching is only ever worth if it feels it justifies it. And feel is exactly what I'm about to put under 24 hours of load. So watch that first and then decide for yourself. Let me put the negatives in one place honestly, because a verdict that only lists positives isn't worth much. The bundle is 2-pedal with no clutch in the box. So if the cars you drive need one, count that as an added cost. And that pedal plate mat I mentioned earlier still feels a touch flimsy to me, but it's small things, but you should know them. A few honest notes before I wrap up, because I know the questions that come up. This bundle was sent to me, yes, and my read on it stays exactly as honest as if I paid for it myself. That's the only way this channel is worth anything. I also haven't tested every cheaper bundle out there, so I won't sit here claiming this is the best value, full stop. That would take a proper head-to-head I haven't done. And the idea that you have to spend up into the big torque money to get something genuinely good, I don't buy it. More force doesn't automatically make you a quicker driver, and for some people it isn't even comfortable. And one last thing, this really is a first impressions video, not a lifetime verdict. It isn't even a feel verdict yet. That one gets earned tomorrow at Spa, and the deeper one comes after 3 months of living with it. Because here's the thing I keep coming back to. There are some great entry-level options out there now, whether you're starting from scratch or upgrading from your first bit of kit. And if you want to see whether it actually holds up, I'm about to race in the iRacing 24 Hours of Spa on this exact bundle. Come and watch it live. I'll leave the link right here so you can see it tested for real, in real time, rather than take my word for it. That's where the feel verdict gets made, and you'll see it at the same moment I do. And separately from all of this, I'm putting together a more general entry-level buying guide. Not SIMAGIC specific, just how to choose your first proper setup without overspending. That one's coming soon, so subscribe if it be useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the rig tomorrow live if you fancy it.